I am Dr. Thompson Akwo Ntuba, the chief editor of Health and Development magazine. And I have with me two gentlemen who were evacuated from Corpus Christi because of the Hurricane Harvey. Please, what are your names?
My name is Pedro. This is my brother-in-law, Glenn.
Nice to meet you. Apparently, you are in San Antonio, and you just told me that you have been evacuated here and you are in a certain shelter. What has been your experience from the time that the Harvey hit Corpus Christi land?
It's been kind of stressful, you know. We have to pick up your belongings. You have to get on a bus. You have to come here. You have to be herded into a room, you know. And we got here very late at night, so we really weren't, you know, they didn't feed us or anything. There were no showers when we got here. There was nothing. So it took over, I think, what has it been, 3 days now? It's been about 3 or 4 days. Now they have showers, we have coffee. Now they're bringing everything up to speed. So it's been pretty good now. But in the early going on, I think they were just trying to get everything together. But now it's starting to all come together.
Everybody who was evacuated from Corpus Christi, are they within the same environment?
We're separated. We're like in a medical unit, and the others are in a general population unit. I don't know where the others are. I just know where we are. But I've heard and seen others with tags like these, and they tell us they're over at Lackland. But where, I don't know. But they say, Red Cross. I heard over Red Cross saying that they had other places here that had other evacuees. Where they are, I don't know.
No. What are some of the challenges that people who have health problems face?
Wheelchairs, people with pain. You know, I mean, people with prosthetics. It's kind of hard for them a little bit, but they're helping them get around, and it's okay. It's a lot better.
What are the things that you recommend that the city does, FEMA does, and maybe others, who are related to churches who want to help? What should they be thinking of doing at this point?
Just keep helping the evacuees, and let them know everything's going to be okay, and and that's it.
What do you think is your state of mind? Do you think this problem has affected you in any way emotionally?
Yeah, it's affected me emotionally. Physically, we have to leave. I don't have access to the things I'd like to have, like my house, for instance, which doesn't have a roof anymore. Part of the roof is gone, and there's still ongoing flooding. And, and they won't let us into the city. They're evacuating the city more, and they won't let us back in until further notice.
President Trump is saying that the coordination between the federal government, the state government, and the local governments are going well and perfect, and he is looking forward to come to Texas within the shortest possible time, vis-a-vis security and other things. What are your impressions? Do you think that the president should come fast enough?
No, I think he should come when he comes. I mean, he's a busy man. He's got a lot on his plate. Yeah, and I have no doubt that he will come and assess the damage. And look, they've already signed off on everything for the money and emergency funds for people to recover from. They've already done all that, so now it's just kind of a wait and see type of thing. And
FEMA is here.
FEMA's already here. We've already registered with FEMA. So yeah, they're already at the shelters, already registering the evacuees and getting their situation, things like that.
They could put internet in.
Yeah, that's another thing. We don't have internet. We don't have any way of, some people have cell phones so they can contact loved ones, and then there's those that don't. So, and another thing we don't have, and good thing he brought it up, was we don't have laundry facility. That's another thing. We don't have no laundry facility whatsoever. We can't wash, and we can't dry clothes. A lot of the people in there can't wash or dry clothes, and a lot of them have children. We're running out of clothes to wear. There's only so much you can put in a duffel bag. So we don't have laundry facility, number one. And we need that more than anything else, because I've run out of clothes. What am I supposed to do? Just run around in the same old clothes? You've given us everything. We just need the laundry facility.
Well, you say the Salvation is involved, the Red Cross is there. The Salvation have a lot of their thrift stores.
I've seen the Salvation Army is donating like food, clothes, and then the Red Cross hands it all out.
That having been said, do you look forward to remaining here in San Antonio?
Yeah, they've been saying we're going to be remaining here for an extensive amount of time because we're not going to be let back into the city. From what I understand, I believe the National Guard is in Corpus right now. And they've been, from what I understand, it's been some looting, which is unconfirmed, but I've heard there's been some looting. We know that Corpus Christi Police Department reported on Twitter that a man was shot inside of another man's home because he was looting in the house. That we know is true because it was on Twitter. So we know that there's looting and that is a confirmed actual looting from CCPD on their website, which is with Twitter. And so we know that that is a confirmed looting. There's other things going on in the city, so they're not allowed us to go back to the city yet.
They report that.
Yeah, that was nothing. The water's contaminated. Another thing, the city's, I don't believe, most of the city, I do believe, is without power right now.
Yes.
So, and then there's some places, but it's kind of like, sporadic throughout.
With the contamination of water, what were you told? Because the mayors and other sanitation and public health personnel had been cautioning people on bottled water.
Or buying water. Yeah, the water's heavily contaminated right now.
Contaminated with what would you think?
It's probably from the mixing it with the sewage and your your storm drain water's mixed in with it, and it's all because of the flood.
Yeah.
I assume it's all mixed together now.
Oh, but you can just go.
But you can. But we can go to HEB. I mean, when we get back home. I mean, when we get back home.
But they're letting people.
I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to get bottled water and things like that into the house.
What are the churches doing? Anybody been there to counsel you and pray with you?
There's been counselors for stress, things like that, which is good because a lot of people, even my wife was a little stressed out, so they were talking to her. And then let me see what else. Yeah, there's been counselors. So yeah, it's really
so
good.
you think that they have done a very great job so far? By your impressions?
Yeah.
What are your impressions? Very good.
I think it's pretty good.
Finally, I would like to say that what would you say to Americans who may be facing a similar problem? What form of preparation and prevention they should put in place?
Oh man, I don't know at this point. I just don't know.
All right, thank you very much.